to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. It's so crazy because when I tell y'all I've been having technical difficulties all morning, I'm talking about all morning. Like, it's been crazy because, you know, we are in the Mercury retrograde, so that is kind of to be expected. But when I tell y'all it's been like on full blast this morning, it's been crazy. So I gotta do something real quick. So hold on a second, y'all. My phone went out. I've just been laughing because I know what it is, and so because I know what it is, it's like, okay, well, nothing you can do about it. And my phone went out. The computer went out. The computer wouldn't take it's just been nuts. So everything has been pretty crazy. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Even despite all the Mercury retrogrades and all that kind of stuff, is 83 degrees going up to a high of 91. It's going to be hot with a chance of rain, which is fine. Let me tell y'all something. It's so crazy because I went to there was an event this weekend. It was called the Promised Land Marketplace. So let me give y'all a quick story. So there was an event this weekend. It was called the Promised Land Marketplace. The Promised Land is some land owned by a gentleman named Mr. Thomas Livesey up in Snellville, right off of Centerville, like off of Lee Road, up that way, off of Centerville Highway and Lee Road. And so he has all of this land. I want to say it's been in his family for over 100 years. Apparently his grandfather, now let me put this in perspective for you. He's 91. His wife is 84. Saturday was their anniversary. They've been married for 66 years. He inherited the land, so the land has been in his family for over 100 years. And so he has houses on the land that he's built, and he has apartments on the land that he's built. There's a lake on the land. It's beautiful. So when I walked up there, it was just really nice. So they're African American and they own this land, and it was a really nice event. So the Promised Land Marketplace is a business owned by a couple and I think a couple of friends, a married couple and a couple of their friends. And what they do is they go around, they do like these marketplaces, so you can set up it's almost like pop-up stores. But this was outside on the Promised Land. They call it the Promised Land. So when you go there, it's kind of like, I felt like it was a place where you could kind of be like a hippie, kind of, sort of. And it was pretty cool and kind of like a little bit like not surreal, but just like it was like nice to see the land, because y'all know I'm always talking about land, and I've told this story probably a million times. When I asked my mom, like, did we own anything? And she said we owned some land one time, but they took it. And every time that story plays in my mind, I'm like, what happened to our land? You know, what happened to my family land? So one of my dreams is to own land. That's one of my dreams, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. But just being there, I was so inspired by what was happening. We were celebrating Juneteenth, which is actually June 19th, but they started celebrating early because there's a bunch of Juneteenth events going on in Gwinnett County. Like this Saturday at Rose Jordan Park, there's a Juneteenth event. There's a Juneteenth event in Norcross. I'm sure all over Atlanta there are probably Juneteenth events. And so and that's big for us this time of the year. Like, it's even bigger than Black History Month, which is February. Juneteenth is big for us. So anyway, I felt so inspired being on the land, and it made me more motivated to want to get some land. And now when I get the land, I haven't decided what I want to do with the land, but I just want to be in a position where I can leave a legacy for my daughter and my granddaughter, and for more kids if she decide to have any. But right now it's just the two of them, and I want to be able to leave a legacy, you know. So when I looked at that, I saw legacy. And then I spoke to Miss Jawan Stewart, who I've met on several occasions. She's a very prominent figure here in Gwinnett County, and she does a lot of amazing things. And she said to me, she's like, you know, it's about leaving a legacy. And I'm telling you, that's what my heart and spirit is about creating a legacy and leaving that legacy. So once I'm gone, the legacy lives on. And I give y'all a prime example of legacy, just in case you don't know. If you have access to the History Channel, there are some shows that's coming out. It's called The Men Who Built America, The Food Who Built America, The Cars That Built America, The Titans That Built America. Just look at all of those shows. Those are all shows created based on stories about the men, the companies, the industries that built America. And they're all legacies. When you turn your lights on, think about George Westinghouse and Tesla, Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison. When you turn your light on, when you put gas in your car, you think about John D. Rockefeller. When you put oil in your car, you think about John D. Rockefeller. When you ride the train, you think about Cornelius Vanderbilt. Those are legacies. When you go to Chase Bank, you think about J.P. Morgan. Yeah, Chase. Right. They were men. Birdseye, that was a man. That was a man. Kellogg, that was a man. Post, that was a man. Those are legacies that have outlived those people. And they're still here. And they still produce for those families. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years later, they still produce for those families. And so that's what I want to do too. So being at the Promised Land this past Saturday was an amazing event. However, I got to tell y'all this. When I tell y'all, I don't think I'll be doing too many events where I will spend 8 hours outside in the summertime. Don't think it's going to happen. Just don't think it's going to happen. It was hot. I got a bug bite that's right here. Looked like it's just, I felt something go on my shirt, but I thought I got it. But I have a bug bite straight across like this. I stepped in fire ants, so my ankle is all bit up from fire ants. I was hot. I felt like I was on an episode of Naked and Afraid with all my clothes on. That's how hot I was. I was like, oh my God. I said to my husband, yeah, this is probably going to be the last the last outdoor event that I'm a vendor at. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to make a donation. It was so hot, y'all. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't get right. It was hot. But anyway, had a good weekend nonetheless. Don't think I'll be doing many outdoor events. Not in the summertime. Unless it's early spring where the temperature's around 65, 70, where I can just put on a jacket and get cool, get warm. You can't get cool. You can get warm if it's cold, but you cannot get cool outside. It was hot. Oh, I was like, man, it's hot out here. But anyway, let's get on with our show. Today is National Strawberry Shortcake Day. So if you like Strawberry Shortcake Day, get you a piece. I don't like strawberry shortcake. I'm sorry. Today is also National Army Birthday, International Bath Day. I have no idea what that is. I would hope that people take a bath every day. So that should be like a daily national holiday. Take a bath. Take a bath. Pop Goes the Weasel, National Flag Day, National Bourbon Day. Okay, so you can make a strawberry shortcake, soak the strawberries in bourbon and put them on top of the cake. Yeah. It's also National New Mexico Day. So it's a whole lot of days. June 14th, a lot of days. I'm going to go ahead and give you the word of the week. Now, normally Georgette and I are talking about the word of the week, but she's not here today. She lost her mom last week, and she's taking some time for herself, which if anybody, totally understand what she's probably going through right now. So I'm going to be giving you the word of the day, and the word of the day is mindful. Mindful. My daughter and I was having this conversation yesterday. And she was talking about this guy. He's a single guy. He's trying to figure out why women don't really stick to him. And it's because he says things out of his mouth without thinking. He's not mindful about what he's saying. And he hurts people's feelings. And you can't do that. And so you want to be mindful of the things you say. You want to be mindful of the things that you do. You want to be mindful of the people that you're around. And I'm telling you, you just have to think sometimes before you say things. So the word of the day is mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful of the people around you. Be mindful of people's emotions and feelings. Now, I'm not telling you that you got to kind of cater to everybody's emotions, because some people they're always emotional. Like, it's like, ugh, like you're always emotional. But just be mindful about the things that you can control. If you can control something that you say by thinking about it first, that's what I would implore you to do. If you can think about something that you're about to do, but think and be mindful about it before you do it first, do that. And set mindful intentions. Like, put some mindful, good energy out there to the universe. Sometimes people wake up in a bad mood. Don't listen. If that's you, think about what you want to put out in the world today. Think about what you want to come back to you from the world today. Be mindful of the intentions that you set today. Be mindful of everything you do today. If you want good energy out, good energy to come back to you, put out good energies, but you got to be mindful. And sometimes it takes you to stop for a second and think about, wait a minute, there have been times last week that I had to really stop and think about things. There were things that ticked me off, and I said, you know what, stop, think about it for a second. Is it really going to serve you at your best interest, at your highest level? Is it? Like, you have to be mindful of that, because once you become mindful of something, then you'll know how to handle situations, right? If I know that certain things tick me off, I'm not going to put myself in that situation. That means that I'm being mindful that that's going to tick me off. I'm not going to put myself in that situation, right? If I know that I really, 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 really want to eat that piece of cake that I really shouldn't eat, I need to be mindful of what is going to happen to me when I eat it. So I'm probably going to gain a pound. Now, here's the thing. I said, you know what? I want to eat the cake. I'm going to gain a pound. But I have to be mindful enough to know that I'm going to have to walk an extra 2,000 steps to get rid of them calories that I just put on for the cake. So just be mindful today. Be mindful of people's feelings. Be mindful of your feelings. Be mindful of the intentions that you put out to the world today. And be mindful of your energy. JJ probably would have did a better job, but I did my best. Now, let's get on with our horoscopes, brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, June the 14th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is, you know who it is. We start off with Aries all the time, y'all. Aries. Romantic encounters will develop through colleagues. You will attract new love interests. You could be blind to the defects of those you love. Yeah, to the defects of those you love. Listen, a lot of times we are blind to the defects, like, because we don't want to see them. We don't want to see that stuff. We think if we ignore it, it's gonna go away. You know, you're not blind a lot of times. You just ignore it. You know what I mean? So listen, Aries, if there's someone in your life that you love, right? And you're shutting a blind eye to some of the things they're doing. You're not helping them. You're doing them a disservice by not saying anything. And sometimes we say, well, if I don't say nothing, it's gonna go away. No, it's not gonna go away. It's gonna stay right there where it is and get bigger and bigger and bigger until it festers and then it bursts and then all HE double hockey stick, it breaks loose. And then you're trying to figure out what happened. Well, you didn't address the issue. You kind of put it under the rug. You turned a blind eye. You didn't want to see it. You saw the red flags. All of that stuff. Don't do that, Aries. Taurus, your talents might just be discovered. Sudden trips may take you by surprise. Try to include your mate, mixing business with pleasure. You can evade the issues as usual by being affectionate, fun-loving, and far too active for your lover to catch on. See? Now there you go, Taurus. Don't evade the issues. You want to be affectionate and fun-loving. Do you think are you going to get tired of doing that? Like, I'm just saying, because that's pretending. That's pretending to be all this stuff and do all this stuff so the issue can go away. Is it really going to go away? Or is it just going to get suppressed for the time being while you being affectionate and fun-loving and really active trying to suppress it? It's not going to go away. You can't run from it. Listen, you can't run from it. It's going to stay right there until you fix it. Gemini, be primed to use your intellect in order to get what you want. You may cause a fuss if you come on too strongly in public. Try not to spend too much on children or entertainment. Listen. Use your intellect. Use this thing right here to get what you want today. That's right. We all have it. Some of us just don't use it enough. Or some of us don't know how to effectively use it. Gemini, today's your day. Geminis know how to use theirs. Let me tell you, my mom was a Gemini and she could turn it on, baby. She could turn that thing on. And she said, yeah, my mom, she could use hers. And you can use yours too, Gemini. Cancer, look out for yourself today. You're in the mood to do things such as competitive sports or perhaps a night on the town. Travel will initiate new friendships or love connections. All right, Cancer. So you're looking for some new love. You may have to go out and do a little traveling. Looking for some new friendships. You may have to go out and do a little traveling. You might even meet them doing some competitive sports. Who knows? You're in the mood to do things like that. Get out tonight. Have a night out on the town. I want to do a night out on the town. I haven't done a night out on the town and I don't know when. When I was younger, when I was living in Jersey, we did 4 nights out the week on the town. It was a dress up Thursday through Sunday. Let's go get it. Me and my friends, we had a ball. It's so crazy when you start to get older and you start to look back on your life and look at the things that you missed. Oh my God, do I miss partying like that? Like I used to have a good time. Like we would get together. It's like we're going out we were either going to Club 88 or we were going to Brokers or we were going to Club America or we were going to, what was the one name in Irvington? Club America, Brokers, Club 88, Bogies. We went to Bogies every now and again. Oh God, I can't think of the one we used to go to all the time. But those were the good old days, boy. I haven't had a good old time like that in a very long time, and I miss it. Leo, keep an open mind when dealing with youngsters. Opportunities to get involved in self-improvement projects will be rewarding. In returns, the satisfaction you get is enough. Yes, listen. Opportunities to get involved in self-improvement will be rewarding. Look, here's the thing. Anytime you can do something to improve yourself, it's a good thing. Whether you're going to learn how to meditate, whether you learn how to eat right, whether you learn how to exercise, whatever it is, if it's important, if you learn how to speed read, if you learn how to paint, whatever it is always a good thing when you're going to improve yourself. And it's going to be rewarding. You know what I mean? So take some time and love on yourself, Leo, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Virgo, you can invest in profitable ventures. Get busy on projects that improve your own image. You'll have the discipline to succeed. Yes, you may be able to impart knowledge that's innovative to those searching for a new angle. Oh, okay. Listen here. Share the knowledge, baby. Share that wisdom. Virgo, share. It's going to help somebody. It's so funny because anybody that really knows me, they know that I think way outside of the box. I color outside the lines. And so I just won a great contract that I'm grateful for. And the person that I'm working with, I had these, I'm talking about, so if you don't know me and you're looking for help in marketing your business and you need somebody to think outside the box and paint outside the lines, holla at your girl. Because that's my real gift, y'all. But it's such a, so I always talk about I'm not creative. I'm very creative when it comes to business and marketing. I can come up with some stuff. I can't paint. I can't play the piano. I can't sing. I can't draw. I can barely draw a straight line. I can't cut with the scissors straight. None of that stuff. I can't sculpt. I've been trying. But when it comes to business and thinking outside of the box and coming up with great concepts, that's my real gift in life. And I know that. That's a gift because I think in plans. Like when it's like if you give me an idea for something, I make it into a plan. And that's how I think. And so I have a new contract that I just signed on Friday that I'm excited about. And so I came up with all these ideas for the person. And I sent her this long text this morning and she was like, we need to sit down and have a conversation because I don't need to be out there that much. It was crazy. Now for me, it was me doing what I do. For her, it was like too much shine. Like that's too much light on me. I don't need that much light on me, Audrey. It was hilarious. So, sometimes being innovative and coming up with new angles are fun. They're fun, but you got to make sure that it's serving the people you need it to serve. And in this instance, it was my client. She's like, yeah, that's way too much shine for me. I don't need that much shine. And it was hilarious. But anyway, I'm going to go to a song. And I'll come back and bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. So stay tuned. Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. And I'm going to pick it up with Virgo. So listen, let me tell y'all this real quick. I told y'all I've been having tech issues all morning. Nothing I could do about it. So the video completely went out, and I had to pop it back in, but I couldn't play the commercial video, which was in there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it is that time. It is that time of the month. It's that retrograde, Mercury retrograde that's over on the 22nd. It can't come soon enough. All right, I'm going to pick it up with Virgo. No, not Virgo. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Social events will be rewarding. Do not overspend on entertainment. You can find that children will be a handful. Your desire for excitement and adventure may be expensive. All right, now listen here. Listen, Libra, you want to get that? You want to be adventurous? It could be a little bit expensive. I be wanting to do adventurous things too. Like being in the park Saturday out with the bugs, that was adventurous for me. Nah, that wasn't adventurous. Scorpio, get involved in volunteer work that will bring you satisfaction, not an empty wallet. Your mind is on money-making ventures. Be prepared to step into the limelight if you wish to promote your ambitions. All right, I just talked about the limelight. Sometimes people are not ready to get into the limelight like that. Let me tell you now. And that's what happened with my new contract, my new client. Like, it was like, nah, that's too much shine. Don't put me out like that. It was hilarious, y'all. I was laughing because I was like, I know me. And, that's one of the things that my daughter tells me all the time. She says, you make things really big, really fast. But that's how my brain works. My brain works that way. Like, if you come to me and say, Audrey, I want to make this shoe, right? 9 times out of 10, I've heard somebody that make a shoe. And if it's a cute shoe, I got a plan for it. That's how my brain works. But anyway, Scorpio, get involved, with work that's going to bring you some satisfaction and not an empty wallet. Be careful about that. That's the other thing too I'm excited about with working with my new client, is that I feel like it's going to bring me some satisfaction. Not that I don't get a lot of satisfaction from doing the podcast. I feel like I could be doing more, if that makes sense. I feel like I could be doing something a lot more that's going to touch a lot more lives and help a lot more people. And I'm put in a position now that I'll be able to do that. So I'm excited about that. Sagittarius, leave things as they are for the moment and focus on reaching your highest potential at work. Talk to employers in order to promote your career objectives. It's time to make professional changes. Sometimes Sagittarius changes are good. Some people don't like change. I don't care how you try to give it to them, they don't like it. But sometimes change is good. So it could be that time. It's time to make some professional changes. Do you need a new career? Do you want to quit the job altogether? Do you want to start a business? I don't know. Some professional changes may need to be made right now. You got to think it out though. Be mindful, Sagittarius. Capricorn, empty promises are evident and deception probable. If you've been really busy, try to schedule some time to spend with the loved ones. Discord may be unnerving. Yeah, I understand. When you get really busy like that, like right now, I have so many. Well, I don't have a lot. I have some really pressing projects that I need to get done like this week. And because next week I think I'm out of town again. And so whenever I go out of town, I get thrown off. One thing I know I have to do is launch a Facebook ad, which I'll be doing that later on today. So sometimes you want to just get that stuff done. So, but you got to make time for the family. You got to make time for the family, and you gotta make time. Make sure you're spending time with your loved ones, because you can't get time back. I'm just trying to help you out. You can't get it back. Aquarius, your attitude is changing rapidly and your plate is overloaded. I understand, Aquarius, I understand. You may cause a fuss if you come on too strongly in public. Partnerships with creative people could lead to financial gains. Hey, holla at your girl. I'm creative. I just said it. On the business side, though, I can't paint a lick. I can paint a line. Won't be straight. But you need me to help you think of some marketing stuff? Holla at your girl. All right, so your attitude is changing rapidly and your plate is overloaded. Unload your plate. Listen, this week right here is an plate unloading week for me. I gotta get some things off my plate so I can make room for some new great things coming, and I have to redo my schedule because my client is a high profile client. I'm so excited about that. High profile client, and I want to do great work, and I need to empty my plate. I need to clean it off. All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you must use discretion when talking to others. Gambling should not be an option. Property investments will pay off. Finish those changes you've been talking about, making to your residence. Oh, yes, I got something I still have not done that I need to do in this house. Property investments, I'm looking for some. Yes, they're going to pay off. Yes. Gambling is not an option. All right, I'll take that. I don't go gambling anyway, not like I used to. When I was in Jersey, yeah, I loved Atlantic City. Since I've been in Georgia, I think I've been to the casino probably 4-5 times maybe. Not a lot. In 8 years, that's not a lot at all for me. Because my husband and I used to like, what do you want to do this weekend? One thing about Atlantic City, it had the boardwalk, which was nice. So we would, even if we went to the casino and just only played a little bit, we would always walk the boardwalk. And if I went with my friends, we would go to the beach because Atlantic City sits on the beach. So we would go to the beach and things like that. So it was like always extra. Like, it was good food on the boardwalk. So you eat good food, hang out on the boardwalk. And if you wasn't inside, gambling, we was outside somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone to a show in Atlantic City. No. Because every time I went, it was one of those three things. Either walking on the boardwalk, just hanging out, being on the beach, or inside gambling. Yeah. All right, so listen, fish. Listen, everybody. That's all I got for you today on the horoscope side. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing, to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So the unemployment rate in Lawrenceville has dropped. It has improved, since the beginning of the pandemic. From March to April, according to the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics, Gwinnett County's employment rate was 3.5% in April, which was down from 3.6% in March. That reflected a significant improvement from April 2020 when it was 12.4%. So the numbers are dropping. We're getting back to life. And I don't know who I was talking to last week, but those rates are going to continue to drop. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of people out there right now who are saying, I'm not going back to work because I'm getting unemployment and the stimulus and all that's about to end. So there's probably about to be a dry market in jobs because now people really have to get back to work. And here's the thing. Some of those places actually shut down, like completely shut their doors. So if you worked at a place that can completely shut the doors, that means that that's a whole group of jobs that got lost. So even though you were doing okay because you were getting like $600 a week or $300 a week or whatever it was, now you got to go out and get a job again. Now you got competition. That's why I was telling people, listen, don't wait until the unemployment runs out. Go get you a job now because the doors are going to shut on unemployment. And when they shut, everybody's going to be scrambling for the same job. Now you got a ton of competition because a lot of those jobs that got shut down, they're not coming back. Now, granted, there were some new companies that cropped up. Some of them even cropped up because of the pandemic. And so now that the pandemic is kind of under control, they may shut down or they may go back to what they were originally doing. So, the unemployment rate is dropping, but I don't know, something tells me it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up after the unemployment completely stops because one of the problems is that there were a lot of jobs that were lost and those companies aren't coming back. Now, there are a lot of companies that started up, but are they hiring that many people? So you got to think about that. And so I personally, I hope that people took the time when they were home doing unemployment to learn some new skills so they can go outside now when unemployment stops and be competitive and marketable in this new job market that's been created. Right? I hope that's what they did because that was a great opportunity for you to learn a new skill. And I'm telling you, I talked about Udemy all the time. And I don't talk about them because they denied me to being an affiliate. I'm like, y'all need to go back and listen to some of my recordings. I'm always talking about you. Nonetheless, I still like them. They always have some good courses over there for you to learn new stuff, and I'm always learning. So I hope people took that time to actually learn something for themselves, and and so now they can go out and get a good job and be marketable. All right, I'm going to go to a song and I'll come back and finish up give you some more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County on the rundown. Stay tuned. Wait, I gotta add myself back in the stream. Let me tell y'all something. This technology today is getting on my nerve, but I'm going to a song anyway.
Yeah, I'm tongue-tied, twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's isn't what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Couldn't be, never had that kiss. Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Like it, like this. Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch it falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Couldn't be, never had that kiss. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No, get like this. Get like this. Yeah, get like it, like it, like it. She loves me not. This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually feel like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like it, like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So the Gwinnett Police Advisory Board is getting ready to finalize a recommendation to decriminalize possession of small amounts of marijuana. So, you know, a lot of people got locked up because they had small amounts of marijuana and it became a criminal offense. So they're trying to stop that and make it not a criminal offense, but an offense where you're going to be able to pay a fine. So the fine could be up to $150 or community service. It may be a combination of the both, but right now that's what they're trying to do. So earlier this year, the Gwinnett County Police Department and Gwinnett County Commissioners on Policy Matters created this board on the cusp of finalizing recommendation that the leaders decriminalize possession of small amounts of marijuana. The Gwinnett Police Citizens Advisory Board voted last month to recommend the county commissioners to change Gwinnett County Ordinance 66.3, which deals with marijuana possession. It will present a written copy of the resolution, effectively memorializing last month's decision, according to the board chairman Sean Goldstein at its June 15th meeting. So it looks like it's going to pass, that it won't be a criminal offense to have less than an ounce of marijuana on you. Here's the thing, y'all, but try not to do that. Just try not to get yourself in trouble. And if you don't know what an ounce is, do not walk around marijuana on you anyway, because now that's a criminal offense. If it's a 1.5 ounces, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. It's a criminal offense. If it's less than an ounce, you know, you're probably going to get a $150 citation, or community service, or you may get both. So just don't put, here's my thing, don't put yourself in that position. That's my thing. Like, if you think about, that if you need to smoke marijuana, smoke it at home. That's not something that I want to do, but I'm just saying. Special accreditation review for Gwinnett County schools began this past Sunday, just yesterday. A team from the agency that accredits Gwinnett Public Schools will begin a special review to look into numerous complaints, primarily about the county's Board of Education, started yesterday. Commu's special accreditation review of GCPS began yesterday and is expected to last through Wednesday. Yep. Expected to last through Wednesday. The team that will be conducting the review will interview people who have filed complaints against the district, as well as parents, students, teachers, administrators, Superintendent J. Alvin Wilbanks, member of the Gwinnett County Board of Education, and other members of the community during the visit. Yeah, a lot of people got some complaints. It's just, it's crazy. The initial complaint that drew Commu's attention were sent in before March the 11th, and therefore the board voted 3-2 to terminate the board voted to terminate Superintendent J. Evan Wilbanks' contract early, which ends next month on July 31st. After the initial letter, which was dated March the 1st, was sent to the district leaders, however, the accrediting agency also received additional complaints about the board. Okay, here are some of the complaints. Exhibit a lack of understanding regarding their roles and responsibilities as members of the board. Do not demonstrate collegiately with respect to their differences or work cohesively to promote student achievement and success of the district. Ooh. Do not adhere to code of ethics. Have allowed discrimination to take place against students of color regarding discipline infractions. Make decisions that seems unethical and discriminatory regarding the use of social media. Have not been responsive to the downward trajectory in the student achievement with the district. The list goes on and on and on. Like, it's just too many. If you want to read more about that, go to the Gwinnett Daily Post. You can see all of it there. But those are just some of the things, some of the complaints that were issued. And now the board is under pretty much under scrutiny until Wednesday. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they find out after that. I'm just interested to see that myself. Anyway, all right, so let's get on to some fun, y'all. Let's get on some fun. So, backed by popular men. Yes, you want to showcase your talent. You got some talent. Gwinnett got talent. That's not the sound. That's not what I'm talking about. But it is asking you got talent. So, they're looking for you. If you got talent, they're looking for you. Spotlight in the DTL. I told my daughter, I said, yes, it's called the DTL. She said, what does that stand for? I said, Downtown Lawrenceville. She's like, oh, that's cute. Anyway, they're accepting virtual applications, virtual auditions. Yep, they're looking for you. So if you got talent, you want to be in the spotlight, this is your opportunity. Showcase your talent live in the DTL, Downtown Lawrenceville. Yep, backed by popular man. Do you like to paint? Looking to showcase a new song? Ever had a passion for miming? All that kind of stuff. Like you black and white, you're just white, you miming. Whether your talent is painting, music, sculpting, or something else, Spotlight in the DTL is back and wants to feature you. If you got talent, they want to feature you. Step into the spotlight and perform live in one of the downtown locations. Yes, listen, you want to be in the spotlight, this is your opportunity, especially if you sing. If you can dance, you got talent. If you think you got talent, this is your opportunity. You want to recite poetry from your new poetry book. This may be your opportunity. Step into the spotlight. They say we're encouraging performers from all backgrounds, skill levels, and abilities to apply by submitting a virtual audition through the online portal, and add to your vibrant downtown atmosphere and grace us with your talents. We can't wait to put you in the spotlight. Listen, for more information about this, you got to go to patch.com and go to Lawrenceville, and you'll see the story there and the link there so you can register. If you know somebody that sings, you know somebody that dances, you know somebody that paints, plays the harp. Oh, speaking of playing the harp, there was a young lady at the event that I went to, the grand opening for, God, what is the name of it? She's going to kill me. It'll come to me. Anyway, there was an event for an event hall that opened in Tequila. Guys, she gave me a beautiful invitation. I talked about it last week. Anyway, the young lady was there playing the harp. It was beautiful. And she was playing so lovely. So listen, if you play the harp, you play the flute, you play the saxophone, this is your time to step into the spotlight. You play the piano, you can get it downtown to the square. This is your time to step into the spotlight. Don't be afraid of the spotlight. Step into the spotlight. Some people don't want to be in the spotlight. Some people don't want a lot of shine. That may not be you. That may not be you. This Wednesday, 12 o'clock. This is cute, y'all. This is called, I think this is pretty cool. Picnics in the Plaza. This coming Wednesday. Yep, you want to go have picnic in the Plaza. Gwinnett County Bicentennial Plaza at 275 South Perry Street, Lawrenceville. If you want to have picnic in the Plaza, it's free live entertainment. It's gonna be this Wednesday at 12 o'clock. A fun, family-friendly way to spend your summer afternoons. Experience your favorite downtown Lawrenceville restaurants while enjoying outdoors at Bicentennial Plaza. Grab lunch to go at a local restaurant. Oyster Bay is one of my favorite local restaurants downtown. I went to Dominic's too. They got some good food there. I've never gone to McCrae's Tavern. I've been to Strange. I like their tacos. And the pizza parlor. God, I can't think of the name. I think it's Frank's. Pizza Parlor, but I love that pizza. They have like real New York style pizza at that pizza parlor downtown Lawrenceville. But anyway, if you want to go outside this coming Wednesday and have picnic on the plaza, you can do so. 12 o'clock is free. You're gonna have live entertainment. Invite your friends. Now here's the thing. I done told y'all about being outside in the heat. I want to go, but I'm probably going to be sitting inside of Oyster Bay or Dominic's. Maybe I'll even go to McCrae's Tavern. Oh, I also love Universal Joint. I love they got the spicy chicken egg roll. Oh, I love that thing. So I might go and look at the plaza, but I may be inside in the air conditioner. I'm just saying, I hate being in the heat. I just do. I know. You would think not. Yes, I was born in Georgia. I was. I still don't like the heat. I can't. Man, let me tell you something. It was hot Saturday, and it was a beautiful event, but it was hot. And I was like, oh, God, I'm hot. I'm just going to burn up right now. I'm going to burn up. This coming on Friday, 7 o'clock. Also, if you want to go out 7 o'clock this Friday, they're going to be showing Hidden Figures, the movie Hidden Figures. Now, I may try to do this because it may not be as hot because it's in the evening time. Yep, it's in the evening time, so it may not be as hot. So it's going to be at Lawrenceville on the Lawn. I know it's going to be a lot of people out there. And Lawrenceville on the Lawn is located at 210 Lucky Street in Lawrenceville. They're going to be showing Hidden Figures. Food trucks are going to be there. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. Food trucks are going to be there, so you want to get your food. You can bring your own food if you want to. But just know the last event I went to at downtown at Lawrenceville on the Lawn, it was packed. I'm talking about from one end of the lawn to the other end of the lawn, all the way to the parking lot. I was able to get into the parking lot and wiggle my way to turn around. It was so many people because people are so happy to get back to some kind of a new better. I'm going to call it a new better. So it was a lot of people. Hidden Figures, if you have not seen that movie, that is a good movie. I'm talking about one of the best movies I've ever seen. Kevin Costner, Taraji P. Henson, my girl Janae. Oh my God, what's her name? All these names escape me today. But anyway, if you have not seen Hidden Figures, it is a really good movie. And it's free. And it's going to be on the lawn. So listen, get you a jug of ice water, or I would not drink beer. I don't drink beer, but I don't even drink wine in the heat. Like if it's hot, first of all, wine makes me hot already. I ain't drinking in the heat. Ice water, some sweet tea. Anyway, 7 o'clock this coming on the 16th, 18th, Friday night. Hidden Figures free. Food truck is going to be there, so get you some food and go hang out. Listen, it's going to be a nice outing, but I'm just going to tell you need to get there quick because people, it be packed. It be packed there, and so if you want to get out there and enjoy, it's going to be packed. I'm going to my last song. I'm going to come back. I'm going to close it out for the day, but I got to give you my word of inspiration first, so stay tuned to that. I'll be right back.
Back at you.
welcome back. So listen, guys, I got to give you my rundown before I go. And so before I give you my word of inspiration for the day, I just want to tell you about the Pod Chicks University that's happening right now. So I'm going to post all that stuff on the website, also on Eventbrite and all those places. But if you have a podcast, or if you want to start a podcast, there is under the Podcast University, I'm teaching you how to start your podcast. I'm also doing podcast branding for you to get your podcast on television, like on Roku, your mobile apps, Fire TV, Alexa, all those things. That's going to be in the Podcast Branding Academy. But if you want to just learn how to start a podcast, you can go to Pod Chicks University. If you have a podcast already, you want to learn how to brand your podcast on other platforms like Roku and Fire Stick and Alexa and your mobile apps without knowing how to code. Let me just say that you don't have to know how to code to do any of these things. But if you want to get your podcast out there, this is a great opportunity. So that's Pod Chicks University. That's PODCHIX University.com. You can go there. Classes are starting soon. The summer semester for Podcast Branding Academy starts in August, but the individual classes start next month in July. So check it out. Pod Chicks University. That's PODCHIX University.com. All right. So listen, I want to give you my word of inspiration for the day, and I thought this was a good one. It says, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Oh my goodness, let me say that again. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West said that, and I think she was absolutely right. Here's the thing about doing it right? Do the things that you're passionate about. Do the things that you love. Do the things that's going to make the world a better place, that's going to make your community a better place, that's going to make your family better family. Do those things, right? And because you get this once, but if you do it right, do it right the first time. Someone interviewed me a couple weeks ago, and the name of the interview was called Do It Right the First Time. Now, a lot of times we make mistakes, and we don't get a chance to do it right the first time. But if you can go back and fix it and make it right and live your best life and be a gift to the community, give of yourself. I know some people are selfish. They don't want to give of themselves, right? But you have to. You have to. If you want to have this really good life, the one that you only get to live once, right? You only get to live that life once. Make the best of the life. And then once is enough. You don't want to go out with regrets. You know what I mean? I think about my life all the time, and I have to say to myself, is there anything if I left right now that I regret? And I will tell you, my one regret is not creating the legacy that I want to leave. So that's why I work really hard on this legacy. Right? I work really hard on that. And, some people say, well, you've done a lot. I know, but I haven't hit the pinnacles I want to hit. That's from Drake, y'all. That's from Drake's song. I haven't hit the pinnacles I plan to reach. I haven't hit them yet. And so, that's what I'm working on. So, and I get this one time to do that. And I'm working real hard to do that. That's all I got for you today. You could be anywhere in the world to spend the last 52 minutes with me. And I love you to life and appreciate you for that. Be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com if you miss any episodes of the show to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to like the show on Facebook by going to Good Morning Gwinnett. Like the show and follow the show. Follow it too. Follow the show and like it. On Instagram by going to Good Morning Gwinnett. Also on Good Morning on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And also download the app from the App Store. So if you got an Android phone or Apple phone, Good Morning Gwinnett has an app for that. Also, be sure to listen to your favorite episodes on Apple. Find your favorite two, give them 5 stars. Love you in life and appreciate you for that. Support the show by going to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Just whichever way you want to support the show, click on shop, and there's some great things there to shop. Click on it, and the company's going to mail it right out to you. All right? Thank you again for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. God willing. Y'all stay safe out there. Love your family. Tell them you love them. Hug them. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.